by the end of this video, you guys will learn how to find stocks for swing trading. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Roll that intro. Come on. Now, before we jump into how to find stocks for swing trading, first we have to understand what is swing trading. Well, swing trading is when you buy a stock, you hold it for more than a day, but less than a year. And if you buy and sell a stock during the same trading day, that's considered a day trade. It's a different strategy, mindset, all that good stuff. And if you buy a stock, but you hold it for more than a year, that's considered a long-term investment, and you're gonna be the next Warren Buffett. No, I'm just joking, but what it is it's a different strategy, different tax bracket. Now, on average, I hold my swing trades for about 2 weeks. Now, to find stocks for swing trading, you randomly just don't swing trade any old stock. You have to use something called a stock scanner. This is going to be how you guys filter out different stocks that meet your criteria, because everybody has a different strategy and mindset when it comes to trading. And this is just my general opinion. So I use a site called FINVIZ, and we're going to jump into it right now. Now, once we're up and loaded here on FINVIZ, what you'll notice is all the 3 indexes, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. For swing trading, you really don't have to pay too much attention to that, but what I always like to do is go to the S&P 500 map down on the right hand side here. Now, I click this to just kind of see what's going on with different sectors. So looking at it, you'll notice that healthcare plans today have been getting absolutely annihilated, so maybe that's some sort of stock we want to stay away from just because there could be a lot of selling pressure there. Now, compared to energy, where energy's absolutely booming, as well as technology, maybe those are different sectors we want to invest in. The next thing I always like to do is go to the home tab here, continue to scroll down and see if there's any major news going on with other companies. I don't see too much. We do see Meta up about 4%, but Meta over the past couple of months has been very, very volatile, so we're going to stay away from that one. But what I always like to do is click the screener tab. The screener tab is going to be your bread and butter. This is going to be how you find stock. So the next thing I always like to do is click this all tab. Pretty much what this does is it puts the descriptive, the fundamental, and technical all in one place, so you guys don't have to click between them all. The next thing I always like to do is go to price. Starting out, especially with a small account, you need to really capitalize on share size. So I always like to go under $30. Just because you want to load up on shares, right? So the next thing is average volume. You don't want to be the only one buying your stock or selling the stock. You need volume. Volume is so important with swing trading and investing. So we're going to go over 500,000. Okay, you'll notice we still have about 1,600 stock left to choose from, and I don't feel like going through each and every one. So the next thing we're going to go to relative volume. The relative volume pretty much just stands for the overall demand for the stock. The higher up you go, the more volatile and riskier the stocks will get. The lower you go is the less volatile and more value the stocks will be. So I always like to go over 0.5. I always feel like that's a really, really good number, because you get stocks that are moving, but not some that are like too crazy. But then the next thing here, which is the most important thing, is the pattern. The pattern is so important because instead of going through all these stocks and analyzing them with technical analysis, you can just use this filter and it will do it for you. So what I always like to do, the ones that I really care about are channel up strong, and then trend line support and horizontal resistance. So these 3 are your bread and butter, right? This is going to be how you actually find stocks that are on a support line where you can buy in and see some sort of opportunity. So we'll go channel up strong, and you'll notice that we pretty much went from stocks that are, about 1,600 stocks. So what you do next is click charts. And so what I always look for is something very, very basic. I look for a stock that has an upward trend, okay, because you want buying pressure, a stock that has sold off to a support line and is hanging out near support. This one here does look interesting because we do have this overall trend line. So there could be a move from about $9 up to $11. So right in here, there could be a possible swing trade. But for me, I always think that with the stock being up, to $9 from that $8 mark, I think the train has already left the station and the risk is a little too high here. But all these, I just feel like aren't the greatest one, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to channel up. Now, channel up, it's not as strict when it comes to it, so there could be stocks that are down or a little more volatile, so understand that. So one that I think is interesting right here is ABS. So what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and we'll pull it up on our broker. So So the ticker is actually ASB. So once we type that in, it will pop up ASB. So what we look for is we look for a stock that is on an upward trend this year and that has sold off down to some sort of support. And what you guys will notice is, boom, we have that beautiful trend line right on the support. So there could be a swing trade opportunity from $22 all the way up to about $24. Risking about $1 if you set your stop loss at 21, you could overall be risking $1 to make $2, which is a great risk and reward. So this is how you guys go through in finding these positions. You just actively continue to go through. Now, with swing trading, guys, you don't have to invest. A lot of people like to say, well, Carter, I always need to buy a stock. I always need to. No, you don't. You don't need to constantly be trading. It's always better to invest into a high quality pick where you're more confident rather than a riskier stock where you're less confident. So just continue to go through this, finding those opportunities, right? Something like FCG looks interesting. So we'll go ahead and click on it. Stock does have some tendency to get some support pretty much underneath $24. So right now with it being about 25, set an alert below 24. Move on to the next one, right? Just going through these stocks is going to be how you guys become a successful swing trader. Now, obviously, before you guys even put your hard-earned cash with, doing this strategy, because this is what works well for me, what I would recommend doing is starting out with a paper trading account so you guys can build some sort of strategy and then game plan and then slowly use your capital. But something like INDI, upward trend, sold off to a support line, something like this would look interesting. A swing trade that I'm currently in right now is on Rumble, RUM, and I'll kind of just show you what we've seen. This one here, you'll notice we have buying pressure anytime under $7. I hopped in near $7.23. Right now the stock's at $8 because I knew we had some support right in there. This is just textbook support and resistance, right? Support is when you get buying pressure, resistance is selling pressure. So this is going to be how you guys can find stocks for swing trading in 2023. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments and make sure you guys like and subscribe. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.